rolling. Weege, go ahead. Welcome, post-race press conference. This is round 10 of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross, sanctioned by AMA Pro Racing, Guaranteed Rate Ironman National. I'm Jason Wygant from NBC Sports. I'll host our 450 presser here. We're joined by our 450 podium riders. The race was won today by Monster Energy Kawasaki's Eli Tomac. I'll fire a question to him, then we'll open up to the media for questions for other riders. Eli, I asked you this also after the race. You were also asked on the podium, is this a thrill to win, or is it more of just a sigh of relief because you've been so close all year?
It's both. You know, I've had really good second motos at some of these races, and I've been really strong. You know, I've had some of the fastest laps, but was always off in Moto 1. And then I also, you know, just wasn't getting starts. And then the field's too strong. Ken and Dylan are riding too good, you know, so it's been tough that way. So then today it's like I finally, you know, put all those things together and made it happen, and felt really good on this track the whole day. It just like we kind of got along. So in combination with good starts, and physically was strong too. It was I feel like one of the only really hot races that we've had. I mean, last week was a little bit warm, but nothing like today. So overall, nice to get one.
Okay, I'll open up to the media. We'll go to Anthony Sansoda first. We also have Cooper Webb of Red Bull KTM and Dylan Ferrandis, Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha here for questions as well. Anthony, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Weege. Anthony Sansoda here, MotoOnline.com. I'll go to Cooper Webb. Cooper, you mentioned a change in the chassis that you thought you might get murdered for. Can you elaborate a little bit on that, or is that behind closed doors, and what did it do for you today?
Obviously, we made a big change this week and did a frame change, and it seemed to be a lot better. I'd been kind of struggling, obviously, with some setup, and this seemed to help me a lot. And wasn't ideal to have to ask the team for it and hear the responses, but sometimes you just got to trust your gut and know what you feel as a rider. And so, yeah, it was good. Obviously, the team made it happen, and we were able to get a really good result today, and felt a lot more like myself.
Cool. Thanks, Coop.
Thanks, Anthony and Cooper. We'll go to Dark Side with our next question.
Dylan Ferrandis, you mentioned on the podium the sawdust and the track conditions. I felt like the track looked very racy, but you were concerned with the safety or the slickness because of the sawdust. You want to elaborate any?
Yeah, I mean, I just hate the wood chip. Like, honestly, it's bad. It's bad for the racing. They didn't put that everywhere on the track, but if you look, I think the section where they put the wood chip, I think nobody ever passed someone in that section. So that just makes the track not racing at all when they put wood chip. Lucky they didn't put everywhere on the track, but yeah, I don't understand why many tracks they start to doing more and more, and it's bad. It's really bad for the sports, because as for us as rider, it's just make us uncomfortable. You cannot trust where you put your wheel, and yeah, I mean, it's my opinion. I think I can. I mean, yeah, I was just unhappy about that, because Ironman especially is one of the favorite track of the circuit for many riders. And the past few years have been great, and this year they put a lot of wood chips, so I was surprised and not really happy about that. But yeah, anyway, the track was good. We were lucky to have good racing. But I think if you look more closely, every section where they put that wood chip was just not racing at all.
Okay, thanks.
Next, we will go to Revista Moto.
Thank you, Weege. Hey, Cooper Webb, can you talk a little bit about your season and the highs and lows, and especially coming off of a 450 championship and Supercross? And does it speak to the depth of the field in motocross, or is it more bike setup, and or you're just acclimating from a Supercross championship to a motocross series?
Yeah, I mean, this field is extremely stacked, like you said. It's and it's totally different. You know, Supercross is a whole nother animal than motocross. So it's tough. Obviously, when you're in the Supercross, you're all in, and you don't really prepare maybe as much as you should for outdoors and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's just been a combination of made some changes with my program. Trying to do testing and riding while you're trying to get motos in, and just kind of finding that mix. But I feel like right now being comfortable on your bike is key, as fast as this class is and as fast as everyone's going. So yeah, I think it's just a combination of things, but obviously for me it was a lot better today, and it's been getting slowly better and better and better, but today I felt like was a big breakthrough.
And Cooper, if I could just follow up, I'm sorry. I know you're super competitive. How do you sort of internalize that you're not on the podium as you have been, weekly or more often on Supercross? Is that incredibly difficult for you to sort of digest and work with, or is that just you take that as part of the challenge or a learning curve?
No, I mean, it sucks, to be completely honest. When you go from winning a lot and being on the podium almost every weekend to, I think 8th at the first round or whatever, it's shitty for sure. So it's been hard. I've been trying to, keep a positive mindset and keep working hard and get better. I mean, like you said, being a competitive guy, I feel like I know where I can be when things are right, and Supercross or motocross. So like I said, obviously still got some work to do in the motocross side of things, but I feel like being in the top 5 and being a competitor like I at least was today was nice, and gave me some confidence. So yeah, I'm stoked with how today went, and looking to see how it goes from here.
Thank you.
Steve Mathis, we'll go to you next.
Another question for Coop. Sorry, everybody, but Coop, you mentioned making your changes to your program, and you're riding at 83 Compound, Chad's old place. What do you like about it? What's been the refreshing change for you? What have you been enjoying being over there with the Lawrences and Savachi, Bogle, all those guys? What's been cool about it?
Yeah, so I made that change after Redbud National, and I think for me, I just was, on the edge of being completely burned out, and not sure how much longer I really wanted to race, to be honest. And so it's just been a good change for me, being able to ride with Jet Hunter. They're super fast and talented, and just kind of bring some new life, guys that are excited to ride. And I feel like we push each other, and I can learn from them. And yeah, Joey's really great during the week, and Justin's fun to be around and stuff. So I think it was mainly just a change of pace. I felt like I had done the same thing for 3.5 years, and I needed something else. So anyway, I'm not sure where it's all gonna lead from here, but so far, since I've been there, I've been super happy with things. And like I said, slowly improving and getting better with my riding and technique, and still working hard and getting the quality riding and training in and stuff. So yeah, it's been good, and it's nice to, when you have results like this, have it pay off a little bit.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Nick.
Thanks, Jason. Let's stick with Cooper Webb. Sorry, guys, we'll keep the trend going. But Cooper, just going back to what you said then, but getting burnt out, is that something of getting burnt out with Alden's program? We've seen so many things with like Dungey, with Villapoto. That's pretty much the exact words they use. Was it just you needed a change, or was it the program was starting to tie you? What really was the fatiguing issues behind it?
I mean, I don't obviously I've had great success, I think, and I don't have any issues or regrets or anything. It was a great program. I just think for me, like I said, doing the same thing year after year, and it's obviously rewarding, and Supercross and stuff, I've always done really well, and it was great while I was there. I just think for me, I was at that point in my career where I just needed a change. And like those guys alluded to, I'm only 25 years old, and to be having thoughts of retirement is crazy. So yeah, just felt like I needed a change, and I'm still super competitive, like you said, and have a great team behind me that are super hard workers and want to win just like I do. So yeah, we're going to get a super good program headed forward, and looking forward to the new challenges ahead.
Absolutely appreciate the honesty. Thanks, mate.
Justin Schuler, got your hand up. We'll go to you next.
Yeah, thanks, Weege. Justin Schuler with Kicking the Tires. We'll go over to Eli. Weege asked you earlier about how it's taken you so long to get the win, and obviously that's a relief for you. But I want to look at the all-time wins list because you're just now one behind good old Hurricane Hannah. So for you, you have 2 races left with Kawasaki this year. What would it mean for you to get one more to tie the Hurricane?
That'd be sweet. It'd be sweet just to check off another win. But yeah, I at this point I was like just so thankful to get today's win. Had no idea about the overall win list thing. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool, thanks.
We'll go to Mitch Kendra next.
Hey, Mitch Kendra from RacerX. My question's for Dylan. Obviously, with the championship and how the points are, how they're entering this next weekend, is there anything you're going to do differently heading into this weekend? And is there anything, throughout the weekend, is there anything next week that you like really want to do so you can get this maybe possibly wrapped up? And are you going to push it next week, or are you just going to, get through it? Or if you're just comfortable, like, can you talk a little bit about that and that balance?
I don't know. I will see how I feel next week, but yeah, I think I can. I mean, there's still 4 motos, 100 points to get, so I still have to push and try the best I can and try to beat Ken. And if at the end of the day next weekend I can get 1 point on Kent, it's gonna be done. But yeah, right now it's not really. I mean, I still need to get this point, so still gonna put the walk on and see what we got next week.
Cool, thanks.
I'm going to have a question here for Cooper Webb. We've talked about the bike and the program and all that, but then I've heard some people say, look, your strength in Supercross is cutting low in the corners and going inside, which isn't something you can really do on outdoor tracks. Is it something about your riding style you've had to actually work on as well to turn your strengths from Supercross into something that works outdoors?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously in the 250s, I was able to win an outdoor title and stuff. So, I mean, Supercross has definitely come more natural to me, and the way I ride and everything, I think it's definitely come easier. So that was one of the things too. I felt like I needed to work on how these guys ride, really carrying a lot of momentum, a lot more standing, a lot more outsides. And so obviously it's a learning curve, and it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. And hopefully I can continue to improve my outdoor riding. And like I said, I mean, I still feel like I'm a good outdoor rider, but Supercross definitely comes more natural. But yeah, we'll continue to try to add to our program and try to get better in motocross as well.
Okay, Anthony Sansoda, I'll go back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Weege. I'll throw this one to Eli Tomac. Eli, obviously you knew kind of where you stood after that first moto. You got to run up front the whole time, didn't have to come through the pack. Were you confident that you could get the win today going into the second moto? And did you make any changes between the races?
No changes between the races. Same bike, same setup. It was just, it's all about giving myself a shot for that second moto is what I feel like it's been like, most of these races. So today, like, it's all about Moto 1, being in the hunt, being in the mix, like just trying to get to that second place. It's like I said, there's a lot of fast guys, a lot of consistent guys, and it's just been a gnarly year that way. So basically, yeah, it's been that way. We've been so consistent, and that's it. I was just focused on Moto 1.
Thanks. We'll go to Dark Side next. Dark Side.
Stick with Eli, man. As you become, the vet, one of the vet riders, and you get a little older, has your training changed any? Have you noticed a difference in how that relates or affects you on a weekend like this that was very hot and humid? Has there been a transition that you've had to make?
I feel like with age, outdoors has gotten easier. I don't know, like when you get older, like middle or late 20s, I feel like it's gotten easier. And even in the heat for me. So I used to struggle with the heat in the 250 class. Like if I saw 90 and I knew it was going to be a humid race, I would be getting kind of spun out about it. But nowadays it's like I'm kind of looking for that. So I feel like endurance wise, you actually get better in motocross as you get older.
Okay, cool.
We'll go back to Nick, and then Revista, you'll be next. So go ahead, Nick.
Thanks, Jason. Nick Stillmoto Limited Show. Let's go, Dylan Ferrandis. Dylan, numerous times you've been on the podium, been very, very respectful of Eli Tomac and saying how you've looked up to him, wanted to race him. How does it feel that potentially next season you will be teammates with Eli? Is that going to be something cool that you look forward to?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Eli is one of the best of the sport, and I always look at the best. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't really know what he's doing exactly next year, but yeah, I mean, if he's coming to my team, it's gonna be great. I hope we can share a lot, and it's gonna be great experience to meet to have one of the best in the sport as a teammate. So for sure, really looking for that. But it's also difficult because like those guys are the guy I always look at when I was in 250, and now I have to beat them. So it's hard, but yeah, I try to not really think about it and stay focused on the winning, and yeah, that's all. But yeah, for sure today, like in Moto 2, it was just unreal. Like he was on it, and it was nothing I could do, and I think nothing anybody could do. When he's on day like this, when he really wants to win, and he's like having the good bike, the good setup, the good feeling, he's like almost unbeatable, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Dylan.
Revista Moto, go ahead.
Thank you, Rich. Hey, Dylan, you're on the verge of winning a championship in a 450 class. How does it feel to be in the same category as Ryan Dungey, who won the 450 motocross championship in his rookie season and the 250 supercross championship?
Just try to don't think about it. It's for sure it's unreal. Like right now, my position is so awesome, and I just try to don't think about it because I could just cry thinking about how crazy it is and how good it is. But no, I really try to don't think about that. I just want to take race by race again and try to do the best I can, and we see at the end of the day. But yeah, for sure, it's this motocross season I've been a dream, and yeah, it's unreal what I did. Like I'm really happy, and I don't know. I just try to, like I said, I don't want to think about it. Like we will see at the end of the season.
Thank you.
Darkside, we'll go to you. Then I have one more question after that, and that'll be our wrap up. So go ahead, Darkside.
Hey, Coop. I've heard that you've somewhat taken Max Bolin under your wing a little bit. If that's true, what's that been like? And do you like being a mentor? Is that something that you kind of find maybe a future in?
I don't know how accurate that one is. I mean,
okay.
On the weekends, I try to help them as much as I can, but obviously, we're there to race and do our job too. So I try to help them as much as I can as a teammate, but no, not during the week or anything. I don't really speak to him much or really know what he does. But
fake news.
I definitely like to help the young kids for sure.
Cool. I got one for you, Dylan. You just talked about physically. It was maybe you were a little bit beat down from last week. I think you were struggling a little bit. I heard maybe even after Moto 2 today. So just talk about the feeling you had physically today. Maybe not at 100% energy.
Yeah, I don't know. I was feeling good this morning, and practice were good. And then in first moto, when I when I took the lead and I needed to push, I was just feeling no energy and no power, and yeah, I was tired, like for sure. for sure was enough to win the Moto. So I kind of was surprised a little bit, but yeah, I just tried to stay focused on myself. And I was like thinking like, okay, if Eli got me, it's fine. It's not really my main goal. My goal is to beat Ken. And so I was just trying to do my thing. And if Eli got me, I was like, okay, it's fine. And he never find a way to pass me. And but yeah, I was tired. And then the second Moto was even worse. I got the all shot, so it really helped me. But yeah, the first 3 laps, I was just low energy, and I just survived all day, and was not really a fun day for me. I suffer a lot, but yes, I mean the way also I pushed last weekend, I kind of knew about it. In Basque Week, I pushed that hard to get the win. That for sure this have consequences on after, and I felt it this weekend.
One other question for you. You're based in Florida now. Are you still working with David Villeman? I know he's California. So how does that relationship work actually as you try to manage this to the end? And I'm sure you'll be back in California this week.
Yeah, for sure. We're still working together. I do all my program on and off the bike, and it's been great. I mean, the 250, I think he was there every time because I need to make some really big progress on the bike, off the bike, and everything. But now we kind of, I feel like I'm getting at the point where I'm close to be good at everything. And in 450, it's more about getting the bike. I feel getting the bike really set up the way you like and the best. And yeah, that's why also we decide to me staying in Florida and him staying in California, because we did so much testing. And when we do testing and stuff, it's hard for him to train me, and it's hard for him to help me also. So, but it's been like this for the summer, and it works great. But yeah, everything has been great, following the program 100%. And yeah, I think he's really happy right now.
All right, yeah, definitely he should be. That will be it for our press conference. Thanks to Dylan Ferrandis, Cooper Webb, Eli Tomac. We'll see everybody next weekend, Fox Raceway at Pala. 2 to go, 2021. Thanks, everybody.